Hello Pisces, welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be your reading for the week of the 9th going to the 15th of August. Now let's go straight into the channeled messages that we had for you guys. Now the first thing that was said to me this morning when channeling into your energy was don't forget that you've already proven to yourself and showed yourself what you're capable of. So I do see situations and scenarios where we are really calling in this higher power of ours in order to most likely bring about this new beginning and a change. Now, I say change lightly. It's not always going to be about, these big transitions, but for a lot of you, I do see a shift going on within the water signs overall within this week, which is nice. And it feels so beautiful, guys, because there is almost this sense of, like, I just want to do this now, which I think is really amazing and inviting, because this week is going to be an overall good week. I see new beginnings. I see that we're embracing a lot more blessings coming through. I do see that we're more able to relax than we was before. But most importantly, we are walking away from things that don't serve us anymore so that we can actually sit back and have a full... I kind of feel like a 360 vision of where we're going, whereas before we didn't have the whole 360 vision. Whether it's because something was blocking the way and we had to remove ourselves from that, or we had to kind of go into a different environment, go into a different position in life to see things from a better standpoint. Because I think where we were, things were blocked. Where we were, things were missing. Where we were, they're kind of showing me like a blind spot. There was something in the way, whether it be friendships, whether it be family members. It was something was in your way. Now, moving forward, I do see forgiveness. Now I see that we are really detaching from any emotional attachments we had to things. There is a complete new beginning happening for the water signs, which I like, but there's a little bit of fear. I'm not going to lie. Now, the fear is, again, if we're going to link it back to what Spirit was saying this morning, was you've already been through something like this, maybe even worse than this, and you got through it. So this is really a big push from Spirit saying that you've got this. There is no doubt in my mind that you will get through this amazingly well. So I think we need to have a bit more belief in ourselves, a little bit more confidence, because whatever we're walking away from and whatever new thing we're beginning, this is all good and a part of your journey. And there's a lot of the letter W is coming up in my mind quite a bit with you guys. I don't know why, but let's see. Let's see what's going on for Pisces, please, Spirit. What can you tell me? Oof. There you go. 5 of Cups coming up here. Queen of Cups. So Pisces very much in our emotions here. We have the Magician, and let's pull one more out for you. We have the Princess. So the Page of Pentacles. So in the beginning of the week, and one thing I just want us to be very cautious of is looking too much at the negatives and too much at things that haven't worked out. Or I feel like this has a lot to do with timing, by the way. So we might be in our emotions, might be in our feelings about things that didn't not work, things that didn't satisfy us in the way that we wanted it to. With the Queen of Cups here, it does say that your intuition is really going to be kicking in within this week. However, we have to silence the noise of that little devil on our shoulder that tells us that we've messed up or tells us that we made the wrong decision. Don't get caught up in things that don't work out within this week. This is a week of trial and error. This is a week of kind of figuring it out as you're walking along the path. You don't need to be 10 steps ahead of yourself here, Pisces. Kind of go with things. Because we have the Magician card coming through, I do see we are going to be creating within this week. There's going to be a lot of ideas coming up, so pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to any impulses that I think we're going to be wanting to just write down a few ideas or do things that we haven't done. And there's going to be this natural energy that seems to come in for you guys, as long as we're not dampened by this. I really feel like this 5 of Cups could potentially overrule the week if we let it. We are fully in control of where our attention is, and this is what the 5 of Cups represents. Is, are you more focused on what did not work out, so past energies, or are we more focused on what we can do about it, which is future, present energies? So I think we should do the latter here, guys. I don't think we should be focusing on what didn't work out and try our best to turn our back to things and our own voice sometimes that is trying to tempt us into thinking too much about certain things that again cause some disappointments. Emotionally, we are a bit sensitive this week here, Pisces, so again, look after yourself. I think that's very necessary. But with the Magician card, this is a really good card to come up saying that you have what it takes to manifest anything in your life, whether it be new love, whether it be a really good and amazing divine path or career path coming up for you guys. With the Page of Pentacles, this speaks very, very fondly of finding a new stream of income or being able to build on a current stream of income and take it to the next level. The Page of Pentacles is also about apprenticeship, right? So learning as we're doing things. And if this isn't to do with work, this is definitely to do with life and just seeing how it goes step by step. The Page of Pentacles, it takes a while to grow and evolve in whatever new direction we've started to head in, but this is more stable, more grounded, and one that is going to teach you a lot with knowledge that you can use for the rest of your life. So this is a very good path for you guys to go down if you wish. You know, the Magician is calling for you to believe in yourself a little bit more, and if and so almost I feel like imposter syndrome is what's coming up for you guys within this week, or something that we've been struggling with at the moment. And this is why I think this Page of Pentacles has come in and says that you're new. We are supposed to be learning as things go on. Don't be so critical of yourself if you don't feel like you're, you know, up to the task, or you don't feel like you're good enough. This Page of Pentacles comes in and says that you are good enough, and you're still learning, you're still growing, you're still figuring things out. So try not to be so harsh on yourself. Again, with the Mercury ruled card here as a Magician, it's really about our inner dialogue and what's being said around us and internally as well. So be very mindful of the words that we're speaking into existence. Be very mindful of the words that other people are speaking into existence as well, and pay attention to what other people have to say, because I also think this is going to help us understand who's for us and who's not for us. It's really about communication within this week, and if we are going to be going along that kind of message, again, this is really about what we're focusing on. Are we speaking a lot about what hasn't worked out and all the negatives that's coming up in our life, or are we using positive speech to bring about some new things despite whatever has happened? So I think it's also good to speak about, maybe to a really trustworthy friend or family member, or maybe even to a therapist. For those of you who have been thinking about going, this is your sign. For those of you who are already going, this is a really good time to vent to people who you can trust, but to not let that run the rest of the week, because I do see this as a potential blockage, is your emotions. However, practical plans and things that help you move forward, and again, speaking to yourself as someone who is new to whatever this is that you're doing, which you are still learning. We are in that page position, which isn't a bad thing. It's just the way of life. And the more that you are happy, and I want to kind of say it's about being your own parental figure to yourself, because you are new to this. It is showing up as childlike energy, you know, exploration, curiosity. This is amazing, but speak to yourself as if you are new, which you are new. Okay, so saying to yourself things like, maybe I messed up here, but now I've learned what I need to do in a situation because I haven't been in this position before. You know what I mean? Things like that. Being kind to yourself really goes a long way. Especially if you did grow up with very strict parents. Sometimes we can have their dialogue in our minds when we are doing things and have messed up. You know, we don't want to be speaking to ourselves in that way. And one way of getting rid of those generational curses here, Pisces, is by being more, you know, if you are, I feel like Pisces here, you are very good at constructive criticism with yourself. You are probably the boss at that, in my opinion. You're very direct and very honest, but I think we need to be very careful about how we're speaking to ourselves, because around this time, when there may have been some disappointments, when there may have been some mess ups here, we're more likely to kind of be overly critical of ourselves at this time, rather than understanding we are still in a very good position of where we are still learning, of where we are still moving forward. This is a card of progress, and especially with the Magician card, we are moving forward nicely. So don't let the negatives overwhelm you within this week, okay? Because again, I do see we need to forgive ourselves, we need to forgive others for whatever this disappointment was. so that we can move forward, understand that wasn't our path, and actually evolve where we are, which I love that, because we have the Queen of Pentacles, which is what this page is moving forward towards. We're moving towards the throne here, Pisces. So the more you're looking at the positive, the more you are heading where you want to go, which is in terms of abundance. This is in terms of having those blessings around you, being in a very good position financially, especially. So trial and error goes a long way. Okay, let's see if anything else is coming up for you guys. I do see an opportunity coming in for you guys as well. This might make you quite busy, by the way, Pisces, because again, I do see a lot coming up for you. I see a lot, you're getting involved in a lot of things and doing a lot more things, which is great. Becoming busier, definitely multitasking. As long as we are balancing when we need a break and when we need to go back into doing the things that we're doing. The Wheel of Fortune comes in with this Page of Pentacles and is almost a new opportunity to either again build your income or to go down a different route that is something that we might be really wanting to go down. So this all looks good. I actually see a stroke of luck within this week. This is kind of Jupiter energy that I'm seeing here. So we could be getting a gift. We could be getting some really amazing news within this week. It will make us busier. I see whatever this news is tied to, it's going to make us kind of go into something else. So I like this. But again, we need to work out when we need to have this emotional chat to ourselves to kind of switch the dialogue from negative to positive so that we can, you know, sort out our emotions. As a water sign, it's very important that you do that. But moving forward, I like it. I think you're catching an opportunity, actually. I felt like that was very abrupt. So something is going to surprise you within this week, and it's something that you've manifested, okay? Anything else for Pisces for the week? This could be very good results, by the way, in terms of test results and stuff like that. If you guys are wondering if you've applied for something, good news is coming back. We are the Eight of Swords. So again, this is just mind games. This is something that's just weighing a lot on ourselves. When the Eight of Swords comes up, it really is about, sometimes we do put the blindfold on ourselves, or in situations where we can't exactly see the results or see where we're going, we do tend to fear the worst, right? We tend to kind of think that the worst is going to happen, or that we're stuck, or that, you know, things aren't going to work out the way that we want it to. This is mainly to do with your fears and emotions at this point, because again, I do see a lot of amazing things happening physically for you. This is also a clear indicator that we might need to take some time out and to remove anything that is becoming, you know, too much of a burden, whether it's certain people around you that's making you feel this way. There is something that's weighing heavy on your chest that we need to remove ourselves from, whether it's just for the time being or whether it's, you know, forever, with the Judgment and a Ten of Swords coming through here. Could be a past situation with the Six of Cups coming through, especially if it's a fire sign that is Leo, Sag, and Aries, or any kind of career projects. We might be needing to call a close to it for now, so that we can move forward into something a lot better and maybe, you know, bring it back into the future. But whatever it is weighing too much on you, and it is most likely here with the Eight of Swords causing us to feel like we're stuck, we're trapped. Okay, so we might need to find a little bit of more freedom for ourselves within this week to clear out a bit of space so that we can, you know, allow ourselves to float. I want to say float. Yeah, I want to say float a little bit. Because I think we have so many responsibilities this week that it might kind of, there's a bit of pressure being put on you within this week. But aside from all that, and needing a little bit of an emotional break, I like where we're heading. I like where we're going. Anything else for Pisces for the week? We have Two of Swords, so making a decision here. It's a difficult decision, and it does mean cutting something out so that we can take the other option. However, take your time with it and trust your gut, okay? Let's clarify that Two of Swords. We have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, this is letting go of something that we've been holding on to for a while. Do you know what? The more we hold on to something out of, it is a bit of stubbornness, I'm sorry. We have our reasons. I am fully aware of that with this Four of Pentacles. But whatever we are holding on to is actually doing a lot more damage. The moment that we let go of it is the moment that we're almost escaping. I'm kind of seeing this as a slide from the tower. We're actually removing ourselves from something that was a bit of a shipwreck anyways. And I mean that in the nicest way, if that makes any sense. I mean that in the nicest way. Now, this is difficult because you have been trying to build on this, But with the Four of Pentacles, this being foundations and the Tower card coming up, something is not built on the right foundations, and we might need to go over it if we want to start this again, whether it be a relationship, a business plan, or a project. But most importantly, we need to rebalance here with the Temperance card, our own mindset. And I think this is why we're having to make a big decision here. But ultimately, I do see you are escaping something. I do see that we are kind of, what's the word for it? We're dodging a bullet by letting go of something that we've been holding on to for a while with that Judgment card here. And when one door closes, another one opens. Okay, we will learn a lesson from this with the Judgment card, okay? My lovelies, I'm going to pull you one of these cards, I think. Let's pull you one of these ones. This is the Sacred Destiny Oracle, by the way. For Pisces, please. We have Gateway. Yeah, I think we're opening new doors here. I like this. We have the Gateway here and we have the Unicorn. So unexpected results are most likely going to happen here. And I do see this is you kind of walking into new environments, new ideas that's going to take you somewhere else. You know, I do feel like a change of environment, a change of scenery is definitely coming up for you. A change of life path, maybe even where you were heading. We're now kind of going on a new route, which I like because this is going to open new doors to new experiences that are most likely things that we have manifested, because we have some really great results here coming up for you within this week. Okay, my lovelies, I hope this has helped you in some ways, Pisces. I wish you all the best. For those of you who don't know, my new channel is up, so go and watch some of the videos. I say some of them. There's only one video on there right now, but feel free to watch it if you want to. But aside from that, my loves, that's all I have, and I will see you guys next week.